But, something we're not excited about, Sensei, and notice I didn't use your aforementioned first name that the people have known you by for the last decade. And I guess that's not for me to explain. Can you tell us why or what?
Pull up the tweet first. Pull up the tweet.
Yeah. Let's go to it. Some sad news.
FaZe Clan Twitter.
Some sad news in the world of one Sensei. Here's FaZe Clan. Like I said,
bittersweet. I will say bittersweet.
Aforementioned home of the man pots and pans Sensei. I'm trying to find the actual tweet here.
Find the blue.
Here it is, man.
Right after that.
Control Alt Delete.
That.
Oh, did Banks have the actual deal?
Yeah, so that's what FaZe Clan. Control Alt Delete. The Great Reset.
The great. You gotta be careful saying that one. Watch out.
What?
You on Team Great Reset? It's political out here, huh? Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Is that something? I don't know.
It's crazy.
Damn, I didn't know.
You're part of the elite, so we knew you were an elite.
Do not cancel me, bro.
We knew, bro.
But I was I forget where I was, but my wife Alana just text me. Is like, did you see this on Twitter? I'm like, wait, what happened? And she sent me this tweet right here. Like Banks tweeted out something about the roster.
Yep.
And she's like, I'm like, wait, what? So she was like, I don't see your name on it. So she's like, did you get kicked from FaZe?
Bro, I was on Twitter defending you. I was like, they would never kick him from FaZe. I was like out here like, he's legacy. They ain't never kicking him out. What are you talking about? And then as I was doing that, you texted me. I was like, and I'm deleting that tweet. I'm deleting that.
So I just know. So I looked at the tweet.
Yeah.
And I knew that some changes were going to come. They were talking about it,
Yep.
So I see the list, and I'm like, okay. So forget about my name.
Yeah.
I just saw other names that aren't on it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And it's like, at the bottom, everyone else is out. That is the roster. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely not on it anymore,
Yeah.
But, I was shocked initially by some of the names that weren't on there.
You want to name?
Mainly Norden.
Yeah, Norden.
Mainly Norden, but that's because, Tommy came out and said, that, Reigns welcome, went back whenever he wants. So I don't think he wanted to be a part of it.
It's the whole 51%
I don't know.
ownership, 49 thing that's going on.
I don't know. I don't have the detail.
Here, I'll pull up Reigns' deal here. But keep going.
Oh, he had a response to it?
Yeah, pretty much said what I said there.
But yeah, so, I realized, okay, so I'm out. And what is that, to be honest, what that means, to be real, all that essentially means is, at this point is, the handle has changed.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the FaZe in the
name
handle
anymore.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I haven't been a part of the FaZe Clan ecosystem, since forever, right? And it's not just me. You hear Banks talk about it and what he said, guys like Norden, they haven't been a part of the ecosystem.
Yeah. There hasn't been one.
Which is crazy to talk about.
There hasn't been one.
To think about for years because of the way that it was set up with corporate and everything that was going on. People being signed and added to the team and they had nothing to say for it, right? They had no influence in day-to-day decision-making with FaZe Clan for years. So you want to talk about me not being a part of the ecosystem of what FaZe was, what FaZe was doing. They weren't. So now that Banks has it, one of the OG of all OGs has some control of what FaZe is doing now, content creation and where it's going because of the whole buyout and all that stuff. This is the rebirth. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're trying to do. So it's when I say bittersweet, of course, you know what I mean? Logo's going to have to come down. You know what I'm saying? The name.
Wait, you can't keep the logo up? They sent you a cease and desist on the logo, too? That one's got to come down?
No, they didn't send a cease and desist. But come on now, dude. I'm not going to be
why not,
I'm not
bro?
going to be it's already an OG thing because it's
Overt
FaZe,
Flow does it.
But I'm used to be. But it used to be. But I'll get a little baby one, you know what I'm saying?
For the memories. For the memories. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a small size of it. But
yeah, damn.
Yeah, man. It's I feel like what I set out to do with FaZe, I did a long time ago. originally, I didn't even get to do what I wanted to do, which was like, FaZe Fitness, and we put out some content and trying to bring.
Did you see Jasper put that out?
Oh, yeah. He's like, bro, can we let's bring back FaZe Fitness. That was so funny, dude. I died. I talked to Jasper like right away. But like my goal, again, for people out there, Tommy was my student. And essentially, I was like, I want to be a good influence where I can be a good role model, a positive role model. And like COD gamers were like the epitome, the stereotype of like punk kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can come in here and, be the good sensei, whatever. So I lived in the house, we created content, but that lasted like less than a year. Then obviously essentially with FaZe Clan, that ended like in 2015. That's when Banks left too. Banks left at that time before they went to LA. So, and I've been homies with the guys. Tommy's a dad now, and still have to meet his son. But I felt like FaZe is already something I'm a part of it still. I was a part of it still, but I wasn't a part of what was going on.
Yeah.
For almost, I think this year would have been 10 years. So we're talking like 8 years or so. That's wild. And obviously YouTube boxing has been, and fighting has been, and combat has been my presence for content creation for last 8 years, 6, 7 years. So what I felt for was like the people who are like members who were like gamers or streamers, and like that FaZe Clan name was allowing them to get credibility to give them new opportunity and stuff that made sense in relation to FaZe Clan, and then they're losing that. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not upset. You know what I mean? I kind of feel for those guys.
Yeah.
Because the way that I joined FaZe was completely different. The opportunity. I feel like it's kind of cool though, because I kind of get my moment to be like, it was so dope what I was able to do at FaZe when I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And like the impact that we had, and like that whole timeline was so sick,
dude.
Because
legendary
so
stuff.
It's kind of it's bittersweet because this is like kind of it's like when you lose a fight. It's kind of like it's similar to how I lost the fight with Kenny. It's like the best way to lose a fight. Like if I'm gonna get kicked, this is like the best way to get kicked. I didn't get like canceled or do anything bad, and It wasn't like I was the only guy. Like, you know what, Sensei, you're not doing anything. We just need to kick you out of the group.
Fuck out of here.
Like, this is like one of the best ways. If it was gonna end with like having to rep FaZe Clan, not my friendship in the brotherhood with the guys, but like in terms of the name association and the brand association.
Yep.
This is probably the best way, and I think it's also I'm excited because it's an opportunity for me to have like a fresh start with my content and my channel, to look at my channel differently and not through the guys of FaZe Clan, and how does it associate with FaZe, and how does being a FaZe member have to do with what I'm doing content wise. I get to just have like a nice cool restart and a new challenge there. So bittersweet. Love the guys. Love all my times with FaZe, and that's never gonna end. You know what I mean? Temper to the end, to the moon when it comes to YouTube boxing.
That's that's the brother right there. Come on, bro.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on now. Like, I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do. I was interested day one when I knew these guys, and I wasn't even in FaZe, and I just knew of it, and I was like, what are these guys gonna do? So I honestly, it feels like 2013, 2014 again, where like Banks just joined from SOAR, and he's like doing this Phase 5 idea, and they're coming up with all this new stuff, and they're trying to restart. I'm getting that vibe, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out.
Have you seen some of the guys they've recruited so far? So let's look at the announcement really quickly. Let's get the deal going here. So they an error has occurred, obviously the reboot, you know what I'm saying? So
yep.
Keep member. These are all the members they're keeping, right? Adapt, Apex, Banks. Then there's these loadings, right? Loading, and then Jeff, Kaysen, loading.
Okay.
Nick Merckx, replays, loading. Rug, Scope, loading, Swag. Temper Your Rage, and Zuma. So
Zuma.
after that happened, they got Playboy Max. I have only seen Playboy Max because of I'm somewhat tapped in with the little streamer community. He's a variety streamer, I would say. They did these trailers for him and stuff. Like
IRL streamer?
I wouldn't even say IRL. He streams a lot of different stuff. It's not like just video games.
Okay.
He does like some, music review stuff, or, like 20 versus 1s, or date night, or night with the boys, whatever. I don't know. He does a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
And then Silky is another guy I'm not really too sure about, but I know he's got connections with Aiden. And I actually liked his announcement.
Silky, oh my fucking God. I'm great though. Yo, X,
I love the way these are all like shot and everything. It's really cool. High production. I don't know any of these people.
Oh yeah.
But it's essentially,
so fucking big. You can try. But you gotta try.
Get the fuck out of here.
Banks and
What the fuck?
Banks and Your Rage coming to get these guys. Like, this is a dope little look here.
My man, bro. Look at this guy. What was he doing in there? Not streaming. We know that, though. We know that already, bro. We know that.
So it's like the two mob bosses, you know what I'm saying? They're getting their recruits in. I think Your Rage is a dope kind of front man to have, too.
Oh, yeah.
When you know what you want,
It's fire.
don't let nobody get in between.
FaZe Silky. Now, there's not... Oh, wait. They just had one.
Oh, wow.
Jason Ween. I feel like I've seen this guy, too. Another variety-type streamer.
Holy shit.
Is that Cody Co?
Man, what do I even do?
Was this Cody Co walking around in background? Or is that somebody
I
else?
don't know.
I don't think it is. Maybe, I don't know why he would just
What
be
do I
randomly
do?
walking around.
What did you do? I have your file right here, young man. I must say it's quite impressive. Spitballs, pranks, disruptive outbursts. Mogging? Your fellow classmates? What is mogging? It goes on and on. Your mathematics professor says some normal.
I just want to see the parts where they come and grab him.
To the universe.
Hold on, I can't. It's frozen.
Where are you at right now?
But I could hear it, but the picture froze.
Is it working out?
It flipped.
Good?
Yeah. I think I need to buffer.
Yo, how the fuck did you do that?
I got
you
you,
a real
bro.
one,
All ways I got you. We got to get you out of there, drop out, get that ass on Twitch. You heard me?
Oh,
Yo,
What the fuck?
bro.
Yo,
What the fuck
man,
are
what's good, man?
The
Damn,
damn,
what the fuck?
Banks, how many
Oh,
more?
God.
We gotta go one more spot. One more spot. We got one more spot to go. Banks.
All right, we can't play that because of the music. Okay, so I'm starting to get an idea as to what, they want. So this is what I was going to ask you as well. FaZe, as it started, obviously, the trick shot montage is not really a lot of on-camera personality stuff, and that kind of came...
None. Not a lot. There was none. The only person that did IRL stuff was Tommy, because he did Times with Temper.
Yeah.
He was the only person. Like some guys, they started doing face cams, but that's all it was. Face cam. It was just cut commentary. So
Yeah.
it was just cut commentary, clips on clips on clips.
But then Banks goes, to LA and develops the Cloud House.
Yep. Separate of FaZe Clan, by the way, because he was out of FaZe.
Separate, but had a lot of success with it. Right?
Yep. And a lot of the guys started doing IRL stuff at that time.
Yeah.
Because the New York house, because when Call of Duty Ghost came out and trick shotting essentially died at that time. Not completely, but that crazy wave was deteriorating. And guys like Rub were starting to pop off. Norden was doing, Vape Lord Norden doing daily vlogs.
Yeah.
Alex Adapt started doing that. So that's when the IRL started. Towards the end of the New York house is when the IRL of it is. Actually, when I moved out, the week I moved out, they started doing IRL stuff, which is hilarious. I was like, guys, I've been living in here the whole time. No one can see me, and then now we do IRL.
Well, now I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at their roster, and I'm thinking about the Cloud House, and I'm thinking about what made that successful. Obviously, there's a lot of different people here, but what it looks like to me is they're going to have an infuse of, I don't see any I don't see any competitive gaming here.
No, I mean, replays, Zuma, though.
Zuma being maybe
Zuma was
the
is
outlier.
Was a pro.
But
Zuma's a pro. Replay's not a pro, but
like, look at the names: Your Rage and the
disgusting.
3 new recruits. They're not gamers, really.
Right. No.
You know, they're
There's
not really like
there's
that.
a blend of it. There's definitely a blend of it.
And then you do have your gamers that are, gamers, but again, it's more streamer. Even Swag, high level streamer. Even though he's playing games, it's more,
right.
It's more that. Rug, personality even for Ronaldo. Obviously, Nick Merckx. Like, that's what I'm starting to see. This is very much personality streamer base over competitive gaming skill, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was always it was always a blend of that because it was the guys who were really good at COD, well, sniping essentially, but also had dope personality. That's how it was in the beginning.
No.
Right, and now you got, obviously, because COD is not what it is,
but you can't
anymore.
do that.
It's just
you
Warzone.
Yeah, you can't do it.
So you can't recreate what it was. It's just not how life works.
I'm interested though.
But the vibe is like that. I'm interested. Yeah, the content they're gonna make. I again, like I've always been as a spectator of FaZe Clan, very much so, have been interested and intrigued, like from the outside in, like seeing what they're doing, what they're gonna do with content. Because I came into it when they were already trick shotting, and I was like, yo, what's this? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it from that same point of view. I'm wondering. It's all I know is that it's better. It's better than it's been, bro.
Oh,
because there's been
people are talking about it. People are talking about it.
Correct.
There's some attention there. My thing is this: I wonder if these 4 recruits are going to be putting a house together, streamer house.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And I'd heard Banks talk a little bit about what they want to do, and they're like, we just want to be like the culture of FaZe to be back. Like, I want to be friends with the people. I want to be in contact with them. I want to be homies with the people again. And that looks like what a lot of these picks are. People that he was already somewhat homies with. And regardless of what they do on stream, they are personalities and pull numbers on stream. So I'm interested, dude. I've always been, from an outside looking in, we've talked about it off camera all the time. I'm always asking questions about FaZe. I enjoy the lore of FaZe and what's going on and what's about to go on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, any last words for your last days of FaZe Sensei?
Dude, I know, right? This will probably be the last video.
Yeah, bro. We'll probably
with the logo on the back.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't know. Again, Bittersweet is like the best best way to put it. And very, very thankful.
Yep.
And I'm glad, again, I say Bittersweet because I'm glad there's some potential of some good because it was sad to see what happened with FaZe. Like,
we were talking about
who was there at its peak, essentially.
Yeah.
I was in it. I was a part of the peak.
The middle.
Right? So to be a part of the highest point, you know what I'm saying? Like freaking Miami Heat days, the Jordan Bulls days of freaking,
yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Of the org. And to see all the potential and then to see the downfall, essentially, and just like the relationships dwindle and then the content just lose, too many L's. So I'm just I'm happy to see Banks excited again. Tommy, like, we're trying to get FaZe to be what it was. And they say what it was. A lot of people are like, well, you're getting rid of the OGs, but like, okay, when they say what it was, we're not talking about like obviously the old members as different, but
it's
like in
the
terms
brand.
Yes, the brand and the vibe, I guess. And that's going to come from the people who are involved in it. That's going to be the 4 guys, the owners, like it was before. And people change. People are different. We grow up. We're different. We're not, 20, 19, 22 years old anymore.
Yep.
So content's going to be different. You know what I'm saying? But at least they get to control it. At least it's coming from them. And it's not coming from somebody else. That's not part of the brand.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
The part that I like.
Yeah, that's the thing everybody's excited about. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we're all super pumped up. So yeah, whatever happens with FaZe in the future, we will be watching. And unfortunately, and somewhat fortunately for FaZe Sensei, go ahead, throw it up one more time, man. There it is.
FaZe out.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Okay.
Before I'm dropping the mic.
Yeah, bro.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah,